realized I haven't taken you to a farmer's market all summer.
Someday my prince will come. When will that be?
Playing around with some Joy Club fall designs.
I am the main character of my story.
My mind is constantly thinking, if this were a book, or if this were a movie.
I thought it would be fun to do a rapid fire book recommendation. So come on, fellow main character, let's go.
Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy and welcome to my channel. It's a beautiful August day, it's officially August now, and I realized I haven't taken you to a farmer's market all summer. Not because I haven't been going, but just because I haven't taken out the camera. So I thought it would be fun to take you along my little Gilmore Girl Stars Hollow-like town and pick up some farm fresh produce. It's really the perfect day. It's not too hot, there's a slight breeze. Got myself a little something. I'll show you later. But right now, we've only got about 10 minutes until they close. We got a late start, so we're gonna see if we can snag some peaches, cantaloupe, and corn. This is the booth we tend to go to most. They just have the best produce. $12 ears of corn. Mission successful. We ended up getting peaches, cantaloupe, and corn, and I even got myself a little something. It's from a company called Hepcats. She's on Etsy, but she had a little booth today, and I just couldn't resist. It's a little necklace with pearls on it. I just thought that was so pretty and would go with really anything, especially since I wear a lot of blue in the summer. There, what do we think? That looks so flattering. I love the length, I love the colors. I really like it. I think that's so pretty. Happy with my purchase. My hair is literally falling out of its clip. But we have a watermelon that we got a few weeks ago at the same farmer's market, and it needs eaten up. One, because we're running out of room in the fridge for all the other produce we brought in, but also I don't want it to go bad and waste our money, so I'm gonna cut this up. It felt so nice to get out into the sunshine this morning. It felt like a very main character moment. You know, something you'd see in a cute rom-com movie or a Hallmark show. That's actually a perspective I've really had to work on. Main character energy. You may not think that would be hard for me. I'm an extrovert, I'm a firstborn, I'm a type A Enneagram 3 perfectionist. I basically exude main character energy most of the time. But I've been single all my life, and there have been years in the past where that was really hard for me. And I still have days where it's hard, but I had the perspective of life couldn't really start until I found my person. I think a lot of that had to do with the people around me finding their person, and that was when their life kind of started or got to avoid some of those life decisions because they got married, like deciding what career you want to go into. If you're lucky enough to be a wife who doesn't have to work,
You don't have to make that decision. Figuring out how you're going to afford to live on your own. Well, you're not living on your own. You have a second income to help you out. And there were definite years where I sat by my window and did the Snow White sigh of, oh, someday my prince will come. When will that be? Because I didn't want to make those hard decisions by myself. I didn't want to do life alone. I really wish that younger me, like late teens, early 20s me, would have made decisions based on assuming I was going to be alone for my whole life. And if someone came along and changed my plans, okay, cool, we'll pivot. But instead I made decisions as if my guy was just around the corner and would save me from my predicament of having a really crappy job or paying for college loans. I laugh, but that really kind of was my thinking in my younger years. Now that I'm older and wiser, with a lot more life experience under my belt, I still haven't given up hope that my guy is on his way, but I don't hang my hopes on him being just around the corner. Until he shows up, this is a single POV. I am the main character of my story. When he shows up, the book will be a dual POV. We will do this story side by side. But for now, it's just me. I am the main character of my story. And having that perspective shift has really changed how I view the world, my life, and my choices. I know there were a lot of years where I felt like singleness was the worst curse that had ever been put upon me. I couldn't enjoy life the same because I didn't have someone to enjoy it with. I just want to encourage you that you can enjoy things by yourself. It is possible and it is fun. And I don't think I've ever read a main character who has a messy loft. And a messy loft is not main character energy. That's quirky best friend energy. That's not what this video is about. So I'm gonna turn on a cozy show that I've watched 100 times so I don't get distracted by it and see how much I can get done in 20-ish minutes. I find if I put a short timetable on things, it makes it a lot more approachable, a lot less overwhelming, and I tend to get a lot more done. So come on, fellow main character, let's go. Ta-da! Look how nice my kitchen looks. Okay, this is still a mess. I haven't finished this. Don't look at that. Look at this. Ah! Angels are singing. I am celebrating. This feels so good. Whew, I changed into a little workout top because cleaning is cardio. Don't even try to tell me otherwise. I am feeling so productive. I'm so happy with the progress I made. This took a while. I think I've earned myself a break.
If you wait a minute, I'll take you. I'm heading over there. There's no time. And seriously, you gotta stop with the milk thing. It's disgusting. Come on, Laurel.
Morning. Coffee? Had a cup. Oh. But I could take a refill.
Oh, all right. I just took my hair down because it was up in a cleaning bun. We're going to take a break to enjoy my birthday cupcake that my friend Amanda and her daughter Nat got me. I have had this in the fridge for just the right occasion, and I think now's that time. I also have on The Summer I Turned Pretty. I say that with hesitation because I do like the show. I'm sucked into the characters in the story. I just wish it didn't have so much cursing. It doesn't sit in my heart well. I don't know. I know realistically most teenagers probably talk like that. I never did. I wasn't raised that way, but to see it in a show, having so-called 16-year-olds saying stuff, I don't know. I don't like it. It feels gross. But we'll see. I'm dipping my toe into it. I know it's sort of gone crazy with the rest of the world. People are obsessed with these characters and what's happening, so I feel like I need to be on the bandwagon so that I can talk to people about it. So I'm gonna give it a chance. We'll see. But I'm gonna have that playing while I enjoy my cupcake. I'm also playing around with some Joy Club fall designs. I know that I'm gonna launch here pretty soon, but I'm still designing. I basically design up until the last minute because I just can't stop. I'm wanting this to be designed for a koozie. It's very in the beginning stages. I still have to play around with it, but we will see. We'll see where I end up and if it ends up on the final collection for launch day. Why does this remind me of the cake from Matilda?
Now keep it in the wind. We should be good. I think it's gonna hold.
I can't believe I've never been here before.
Yeah. I've been coming here since I was a kid.
My mom used to live here, and it's actually where I spotted my first wedding.
Watching The Summer I Turned Pretty turned out to not be the grandest of my ideas. It's not the show's fault. It's totally on me. Every so often this happens. Something totally unpredictable will conjure a little blue wave. My mind is constantly thinking, if this were a book, or if this were a movie. Like, for instance, me being out here watching the golden hour slowly turn into a sunset. Well, in a book or a movie, the eventual love interest would be making some sort of an appearance by now. Whether it's the neighbor boy passing by on his bike, or a chance meeting that somehow lands the love interest in the main character's front yard. But I have a few tricks for stopping that little blue wave from turning into a tsunami. First trick, touch grass. It does not make sense, but I swear it makes me feel better every single time. 2, distraction, particularly with something that makes you happy. I find doing something with my hands helps most, like doing a craft, but reading a book also works, or in my case, writing my own. I often find escaping into a world that isn't mine is not only a great distraction, but it also is a good outlet for pouring what I'm feeling into my character. It almost lets me live it vicariously through them. 3, call a friend or a family member. Whether it's a text or phone call or in-person conversation, just remind yourself that you are not alone in this. What you're feeling may feel all-encompassing and make you feel like you're the only person on earth, but you have a community, you have people on your team. Often my friends don't really have advice for me, but just hearing me out can be really cathartic. What number are we on? 4? Make a gratitude list. Put it in a journal, scrapbook it, say it out loud, do it however it feels best, but make a list of things you're grateful for. I think I've said this a few times in different vlogs, but there is a literal scientific reaction that happens in your brain. You cannot think of things you're grateful for and be discontent at the same time. Those two parts of your brain cannot work in tandem. The gratitude will always overpower the discontentment, and I have a hard time believing that's just a coincidence. I personally believe God was pretty genius with how he designed us. I know number 5 will not be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay, but personally, I'll say a prayer to God. He already knows what I'm thinking and feeling anyway, so I might as well just lay it all on the table. And I find if I do all 5 of those things, I always feel better. Part of me thought about glossing over this and just pretending that I wasn't having a sad moment, but I thought, no, this video is all about being a main character of your story. That's literally what the main characters we read about in books are going through. I know for me, the reason I love reading books are for the relatable characters. I love a fierce, strong fantasy character with magical powers who's about to take on an army, but I also love the relatable, real-life contemporary romance characters who are going through stuff that I've gone through and can relate to. I love the relatability, and I love the hope that it gives me that maybe someday my story will read like a storybook. Hard knocks and all. To finish off this vlog, I thought it would be fun to do a rapid fire book recommendation, specifically books with main characters that I love. I have quite a few. I know I've mentioned a couple of these in previous bookish videos, but I've filtered in some new ones that I think you'll enjoy. First up, we've got Murder, She Wrote. You knew it was a show, but did you know it was a book series? There are so many of these I've lost count, but I've downloaded quite a few. They're just fun, cozy murders that are quick to read with a main character you can't help but love and root for. I don't know about you, but I like the extra challenge of trying to figure out the whodunit. Next is probably my top favorite fantasy book of all time, A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Well, technically the second book in this series is my favorite, but I wanted to show you the first book in case you haven't read it and wanted to get started. The main character in this book, in this series, goes through a lot. She is a feisty, strong-willed person ready to defend her family, even if it's to her detriment, which it sort of ends up being. I'm really trying not to spoil this. If you like high fantasy with lots of layers, political intrigue, and characters you can't help but love, with a main character who does not let the odds speak against her, you're gonna love this one. Oh, it is a little spicy though. Just fair warning. Next is The Foxglove King. I'm currently in the middle of reading this. I haven't gotten very far. The magic system is super unique. I don't read a lot of fantasies that involve death magic. I'm trying to be very vague here. Talk about political intrigue. This little gal is thrust into the heart of royal politics. She's basically hired to be a spy in the royal court. There's a love triangle, there's magic, main character vibes all the way. This book is so near and dear to my heart. It's called The Midnight Library, and I don't know how fast I burned through this, but it was pretty fast. The stakes build as you read. Basically, the main character is at the lowest point in her life. This girl is going through some heavy stuff, and I have never read a book that deals with those topics so beautifully. You can relate to her feelings and the heavy topics without feeling burdened by them. There's enough of a fantastical twist that keeps you reading, and when you get close to the end, if you're anything like me, you will be flipping through the pages, screaming at the book, saying, "Fight, girl, fight!" If you love lyrical prose and just beautiful writing with a teensy bit of gothic mystery, you're gonna love The 13th Tale. I've long since lost the paper cover, so we've just got the normal book. This book has been a favorite of mine for actual years. Honestly, I'm kind of due a reread. If you love houses with secrets, families with even more secrets, a mystery that spans timelines, as well as a private introverted girl who runs a bookshop who gets suddenly invited to interview one of the most reclusive authors in the world, an author who never, ever shares her real biography until now. And boy, is it a doozy. Last but not least, we have The Rook. This one is so cool. It's a bit of a beefy boy, as you can see. Again, a lot of political intrigue. This is not something I look for. It seems to just find me. And I seem to be more interested in it in a fantasy setting. This is a fantasy that takes place in current day London. Our main character starts out by reading a letter that says, "Dear you, the body you are wearing used to be mine." Need I say more? No, but I'm gonna. Our main character woke up in a body she doesn't know with zero memory of who she is and is tasked with going to work at basically an MI5, MI6 type of organization, but with superpowers. And again, she doesn't know who she is, she doesn't know what her responsibilities are, and yet she has to pretend she knows exactly what she's doing. There's superpowers, there's mystery, there are so many layers to this book. A lot of characters, but funny enough, it's not confusing. The audiobook is the best way to go if you want to read this. Just my personal opinion. She goes from being a mousy little character to someone with a spine, and I am here for it. These are not all of my favorite main characters, just a few that I thought I'd leave you with. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new and haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a future video from me. Oh, and if you decide to read any of these baddie main characters, let me know in a comment what you think of them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Mwah.